See how the aluminum, see how it oxidizes? That's from the fuel. Okay, that's from the ethanol in the fuel. And that's what makes these go bad. This one, not that bad. That one started doing it. We've had them where you open the carburetor up and it looks like snow in there. It's all oxidized aluminum. All right, so I'm gonna put the accelerator pump on here. You got more than one style accelerator pump. You got a regular, and I think this is 30 cc, and this is a 50 cc. Okay, so this is for like a race car that you need a lot of acceleration off the line, like a whatever, high stall converter, something you want to hit it off the, you know, like a dead idle. This is the ones that come in the car now. So we're going to replace that one with the new one. Got the little diaphragm in there. You put the spring in there. You're going to make sure the spring is clean. Again, it always has that oxidation crap on it, so you got to make sure it's clean. All right. So that spring goes on there. Accelerator pump diaphragm. And then the casing, or the pump itself. Okay, tighten that up. And you're good to go. Okay, I'm going to put this one, I'm going to put the other one on. I'll get back to you. Alright, so next step. Got the accelerator pumps on, you got the needle and seat set. The jets that are in it are 71s. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put 70s in the front and 76 in the back. Okay. Right now it's got 71s and 80s. So we're going to lean it out a little bit and clean it up. Again, it's a driver. It's not a race car, so you're not really looking to, you know, kill this thing. I'll put these in a little bag. You could keep them in case you need them back. Okay, so we're going to do that. Got my assortment over here. There's probably... This is only one box. Okay. Back in the day, we used to run 2 4-barrel carburetors. You'd be changing jets on them all the freaking time. So over the years, there's probably $1,000 worth of jets in here. I think a set of jets is like, I think the last time I checked, they're like $7 or $8 for a set or something. All right, so we're gonna put 70s, and we're gonna go with 76s. All right. No. 70 and 76.
Regulars, keep the door shut. I don't want the bees coming out. Apparently you got bit by one, but I'm like, I don't know.
Make sure they're 76.
I knocked them right out of the air and they don't do nothing. Yeah. These are fine. It's like, but then you get a wasp that sits right next to you and then it wants to sting you.
We're gonna install these, and then we'll put the carburetor. Let me see if there's anything else I need to show you. Oh, the power valve. We're going to put the power valve back in it. The power valve is going to be a... I believe this is a 3.5. I'm going to go get a magnifying glass out to see what the hell I'm doing. All right. 70, 76. Power valve. Gets a gasket. Got to make sure it's centered in there. This is a 6.5 power valve. Okay, I'm going to verify the vacuum on it when I put it back together. Just in case we need to change that to something different. But a 6.5 should be fine. A lot of times if you got a race car with a real big cam in it, it doesn't make a lot of vacuum. You need to put a smaller number to keep the valve closed, so you would end up with like a 4.5 or a 3.5 or something, 2.5. Usually a 3.5 will do it. Okay, so I'm going to take all these little gaskets off here. We're going to replace them with new ones. And then there's metering block gaskets. Okay, here's the difference with the metering block gasket, just so you know. This one has a little, it's cut out like that. It's got a flat spot and then a little hole. That's for a 4-barrel with an accelerator. If it's got an open hole, right, so this hole is open and there is no little hole there, that's for a vacuum secondary, okay? All right, let me put it back together and we'll go from there. One more thing. See these little cork gaskets, little cork seals? They go in here where the air idle fuel mixture is, right? So you back this all the way out. I'm just seeing how long the car was in. You back this all the way out and then pull on it, and there's the little gasket. You need to change that. Put a new one on it. The new one goes in here.
Yeah, these ones are all nasty.
Put the new one in there, you press it in.
Get a brand new one.
And then you put the new, it's a needle, and it sits in there. And that's your air fuel mixture. Right?
What is it? All the way in and then out? And then, or out and
All right,
then...
so here's another reason. The other one, you watch me turn it in about 3 or 4 turns. This one, it only went like a half a turn. So that now you know the air fuel mixture was off because it was all messed up inside. These should be turned out like about a turn and a half each. Okay? When it's idling right. All right, we're gonna put it all back together and then we're gonna go into... Open and make sure this is up. This goes under that. Okay? And then it all goes together as one piece. Okay? Four screws. And then you got to check the clearance on the pump. I'll show you that in a sec.
Good.
Nope, wait a minute. Alright, so now that's tight.
Always cross tighten them.
Yep, going around.
When you put new stuff in and everything.
Okay. Make sure the bowls are on the right end. Okay, they both got to be on this end. Now what you do is open the throttle all the way open, right? And this should have, see how much play, so pull that open. So if you have that all the way open, you should still have, see that clearance you got there? That little bit of clearance, like 25 thousandths or so, that has to be there. You can't make this too tight or it'll bind up and bend everything. So right there, that's good. Same thing on this side. Hold it all the way open. Make sure you got clearance. Okay? So that's that. You're gonna, all the screws, the idle mixture screws, turn them all the way in. Not tight, just all the way until they bottom out, and then 1.5 turn out. Same thing with this one. All the way in. 1.5 turns out. Same thing with the front. Now it's set, ready to go. Everything else is on. You got a new base gasket. Okay. We're gonna clean up the intake manifold. Put this on. We're gonna hook up the. We're gonna blow this all out, clean this, put this back on, and reinstall it back on the car. Okay. All right. So we're gonna put the carburetor back on, new base plate. Hook up your fuel line. Make sure that's tight. Put your screws in that hold the carburetor down, the linkage back on, whatever linkage you're using. Snug everything up. Make sure it's not rocking or nothing, that something's not caught under it. Don't forget the gasket again. Alright. Snug it all down.
Put all your springs back on after. How tight you gonna make them? Like
Not crazy tight, but tight. Alright.
So the demon one is a Holley? Well, somewhat.
Yep. Alright, so you got all that back on. You put your springs back on. Alright, make sure you got a good return spring. The linkage back on. All right. Okay, and then 1.5 turns on all the idle screw mixtures. Make sure the choke is wide open, and we're gonna first pump it to fill in the bowls, and then we're gonna start it up and set it. All right. Sure. Okay, so what we're doing now is you take the 2 little sight bulb plugs off, right? He's gonna turn the ignition on, and those are gonna fill up to where the floats are now, and I got them low, and then I'll show you what we're doing. Go ahead.
Ready?
Yeah, just turn the key on. Perfect. Okay, so we got fuel pressure. Go ahead, turn on. Got fuel pressure, right? Nothing's coming out of there. That's good. All right? So now what you do is you crack this loose, and you're gonna turn this counterclockwise until you see a little dribble coming out of the front of out of that hole. Just like that. Back off, quarter turn or so. Tighten that down. That one's good to go. Okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to crack it loose. And I'm going to go that extra little bit. And that's tight. Okay, now if I shake the car, you got a dribble coming out of there. Okay? Same thing in the back. Yep. No, wait a minute, right there. Back one set, front one set, good to go. Okay, shut the fuel off. Gonna clean that a little bit up that we dribbled out. Put the plugs back in it. Okay. And then we'll get ready to start it. Okay. All right, so we're gonna start it up. Motor's dead cold. All right, so what I like doing is I'd rather have the choke on, just like that. Pump it a couple of times, right? Get some fuel in it, like that. Start it up. Yep. Want to verify that you got vacuum here, okay? timing. Okay. Gotta let it warm up. Sounds better already. Let the motor get up a little warm and then we'll adjust all the idle fuel mixture. Yeah. All right, so your distributor was loose. So the timing was all over the place. So I just set the, now when I checked it, it was off the chart. Like it was at like probably 50, you know, accelerating. At an idle, it was probably like 30 something. So now at full advance, that's how you want to check these. At full advance, it's at 38, okay? That's it. It runs perfect. Turn the key, start it right up. Don't even touch the gas.
I never have.
I know, you don't have to. It starts right up, okay? Idle's nice, no more smoking. Now, you need to change the oil on it because it got saturated with, the oil got saturated with fuel from when it was running rich. That's what that bluish smoke you're getting is, okay? So, that's it. So idle's at what, 900?
900.
There you go. All right? I'm gonna put the air cleaner back on, back it outside. I'm gonna call you, come pick it up. I don't even have to go take it for a ride, it's fine. All right? Talk to you later. Hope that helps. Make sure you like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Have any questions, give us a call. 914-490-4306. VXM. How to rebuild your Holley carburetor. All right? Good.